So, now that I have a couple long-range 6-inch ships that are flying 5S and are producing amazing results for me, wanted to do some fun real-world testing and everything about the whole 5S versus 4S, high KV versus low KV, just to play around basically, something to do, you know. I can't really go and take beautiful video anywhere because it's fall and almost winter and everything's dead and cold and windy, so figure might as well play around a little bit here. So what we have here is a Pulse 4S 2200. We have a 5S battery from Pyrodrone, 1600 milliamps, and they weigh almost the same. I think the 1600 milliamp 5S is about 4 grams more if I remember correctly. And the whole purpose of this video really is just to show the fun of 5S. If you look at my result summary screens, which we'll look at the end, they both took out the same amount of current. They both used pretty much the same max current, but the whole difference is that how much more ground I was able to travel with the 5S versus the 4S, and just how much fun it was and how awesome the video looked, because it looks like it's sped up when really it isn't. It's just the power of those extra volts in 5S. And I know some people are going to want to see actual real world data. I've actually done a mile and a 2-mile out and back run with these setups, and the data on that is very interesting. I'll be excited. I've done that just on the high KV stuff. Haven't done it on the lower KV stuff yet. So, but I'll be working on those. So hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more cool stuff like this, and let's get to the flights. Tokyo XL, running Primo 2450s on 6-inch HQ bi-blades. The first test is going to be with the 5S battery. So let's get going. Keep an eye on my throttle down there. You can see I'm cruising here 25, 26. It's just a light cruise. 28. There's no wind or nothing.
Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal. Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal. Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile.
Then if we really want to start hammering the 5S,
Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal. Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal. Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal.
thing is just fast and sounds great. I'm sure the neighbors are going to love me today.
RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal.
So now we're on a Pulse 4S 1550. So you can see we're fully charged down there. And we'll take a look at the throttle position and just try to give it everything it's got. And mostly important, just take a look at the video and listen to how everything sounds and all that kind of stuff, and just see how it actually feels when it's flying. So let's give this thing a rip. A lot more throttle to get it going, that's for sure. Doesn't feel like I have the control that I had.
Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal. Crossfire RF profile, low speed.
So I'm having to use a few more percentages of throttle to keep it going.
Crossfire RF profile, normal. Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile,
and it definitely feels slower and more sluggish.
Profile, low speed. Crossfire
it's flying good.
Crossfire RF profile, low speed.
And I'm giving it all it's got.
Crossfire RF profile, low speed.
You can just see that the battery is just dying. I mean, these are good pulse batteries too.
Crossfire RF profile,
they're not that old.
Low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal. Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, low speed. Crossfire RF profile, normal.
I mean, just can't keep up with the voltage and the sag. So I guess that basically concludes this part of the testing as far as like how things go. I want to do some like longevity testings and that kind of things too. So this isn't the only kind of testing that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to land this and we'll come inside and we'll take a look at the actual video. Alright, here's our summary screens. First thing I gotta say is what in the world is going on with crossfire warnings that I set up. I set them up like Painless360 did in one of his videos. So I'm not sure. I mean, you gotta figure that's kind of far away. That's like a kilometer away that I was flying at its max. So maybe it would switch in and out between the different RF profiles. And I do understand that my antenna orientation isn't like perfect and I'm running dynamic power and everything. I don't know. I'll have to plug it in with higher power and see what happens. So anyway, let's take a look at these results. As I said at the beginning, nothing really groundbreaking here. We used pretty much the same milliamps. Max current is pretty much the same. But the interesting thing is the voltage. I mean, you saw how long I could hold that 5S voltage the entire time, and I didn't get down to below a warning cell voltage like I did on the 4S, and I had to come on and off the throttle 4S constantly. And you can see the minimum cell voltage on the 4S on the bottom was at 12.8 volts, which is below your 3.5 volts per cell. 5S is a 17.2. So, you know, there was plenty of gas in the tank left over on the 5S just to keep hauling. And, you know, I pretty much covered, you could just cover more ground with the 5S. Just the higher volts just allow you to, just have way more fun and everything else. Hopefully the next test will be a little bit more scientific, but, you know, I think we can take away a few things from this as far as how well that voltage holds up to high speeds, and to me, just how much better the higher speed footage looks, because it's just more interesting. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys had fun watching this. I know it was fun making it, kind of. I have all kinds of things mixed together here. So anyway, we'll see you on the next video.